while I've been in college, never having a chance to even participate in a selection Sunday, and now us getting our 11th seed, we just didn't know. That's why I think like our reaction, it was, we're so excited, just happy because we've been through so much, all year, with Coach getting, he wasn't able to coach us for 5 games. Just everything, we played games without Hunter, Musa, T. Will, you got Zeb and things going on in that nature. So just I feel like this team, we're gonna be a very scary team in March. That's all I can say.
I guess what gives you confidence that you guys will be able to make some noise and go on a run here?
Oh yeah, definitely. This the opportunity that we always, we talked about, especially after the loss to Indiana. We were just saying we're supposed to win that game. We let that slip. So after that, we just basically saying all we need is a chance. All we need is an opportunity. We're gonna make the most of it.
DeVante, over the weekend, did guys look at bracketology or look at, how many wins this guy has versus this team? Did you guys try and figure out if you would be in, or did you stay away from that stuff?
I mean, you would want to stay away, but I feel like as a human being, as a competitor, you just can't. So yeah, a lot of people on our team was, just trying to figure out, how do we match up with like the Rutgers or like all the other team that was like kind of on the bubble, and we were just trying to figure out like where we stand at. We have a playing game, and after today, man, it was that was the biggest blessing we could have got, honestly.
And what was the consensus, I guess, after you guys looked at it? Did you guys think you were going to get in, or were you really nervous?
I mean, I can't speak for like the other people. I don't know if they really.
Just you. That's fine.
But for me, I definitely was. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we let a lot of games slip that we wasn't supposed to let slip. So I didn't know how like the people that actually make the practice. I didn't know how they would like perceive us, or if they feel like we should be in it. So just seeing that we got the 11th seed against Colorado State, we'll go back to Indy. I just feel like everything is everything happened for a reason. I think this God's plan.
DeVante, hey. First of all, I mean, I think I probably know, but do you know anything about, this team you're facing, Colorado State?
Not at all. But today, I definitely watch a lot of film. Just the excitement in me. I want to just go watch film right now. I don't want to do nothing else but go home. Actually, I'm gonna call my parents and I'll just celebrate with them. But I definitely want to just go watch film, just see how we're gonna beat these guys.
And then I guess if you not playing in the NCAA tournament before, I mean, if you could speak to. I mean, I imagine it's something you've watched, right? You have memories of big moments. If you can share some of those, or what it's just been like as, a college basketball player who then had to watch the sport's biggest event.
No, I'm just glad I got to be able to go to the tournament with this group of guys. I feel like we've been through so much, doubted all year. Obviously, we'd have had the year we wanted to have, but I feel like if you want to win, you got to go through some adversity. I feel like this year for us been nothing but adversity, nothing but challenges, nothing but struggles, and I feel like we always stay, connected as a unit. But the feeling I'm going through is like surreal right now. I was telling Frankie, just a minute ago, like I'm gonna try not to cry. I feel like when I get home, I might cry just because, like, as a kid, this is something you just pray about. And the last 3 years at Coastal Carolina, I gave everything I had, and I always fell short. So just being able to come here at the University like Michigan, with Juwan, Howard, and the rest of the amazing coaching staff, just having the ability to play, in March Madness. That's something everybody can't do. So me, personally, I'm gonna take this very seriously and take advantage of it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
DeVante, one last question. When it comes to your ability and the things that you saw, obviously being in Indianapolis, there's going to be a little bit of familiarity being back in that arena. But the things that you kind of maybe watched when you got home when it comes to film that you maybe wanted to correct, what things have you been working on to make sure that this time around when you go to Indy, things look a lot different?
Just being more of a leader. I feel like when we played Indiana, and they made their run, I wasn't the leader I was supposed to be. Like, I wasn't as vocal. I feel like me being a veteran, I got to get guys together, just tell them to settle down and things gonna be all right. I feel like I didn't do a good job of that. So second time around, going to Indy, I feel like God put us here for a reason. The first time we didn't get it done, so now we just coming back to get the job done.
Thank you.
Hunter, what were the last few days like for you personally, and then what did it feel like to get rewarded with what you guys wanted this afternoon or this evening rather?
The last few days for me, I wasn't really, stressing like some people within the facility. Some people in the facility were stressing after, each bubble game. It felt like they had multiple TVs going. Just looking at, potential, last four in, first four out teams. But for me, I was pretty confident. I felt like, what we did throughout the season, the quality wins that we have, I felt like we did enough to where, we were in a good spot to get our name called.
Hunter, you might not want to name names, but some of those people that were stressing, I mean, would they include teammates and coaches, or do you mean other people that work in the building?
Teammates, I'm not sure about coaches. I wasn't really talking to them or with them at the time. Teammates, definitely managers. Managers, you would have thought they were, their own little Joe Lenardi coming up with brackets.
And then I guess, what is your confidence level that this team can, make a run? It's been so up and down, especially for like the last month with, win loss. Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's a joke in the locker room talking about the I think, for the past however many games, it's win loss, and we just ended on a loss. So I feel like, it's only right, to continue that streak at least for one more game, and then, just, see where things go from there.
Hunter, I know you guys are all about the team, but for you and Eli, the two guys that made the choice to come back, I guess how appreciative are you to have one more chance at the NCAA tournament when it was right there on the seesaw?
Yeah, it's definitely good to know that you get another shot at this thing. A lot of people who have played college basketball weren't fortunate, to have this opportunity to play in the national tournament. And, for me personally, it's my second year being able to play in the tournament. And so something that, I don't take lightly. I know Eli is very excited, for this opportunity. One last shot for him. And, us as teammates are going to try to do everything we can to, make sure he goes out on the note that he deserves.
Hunter, you guys have kind of a unique team, including you, a 7-footer at center that a lot of teams don't have. How do you feel like you might be able to match up with teams that aren't familiar with Michigan in this tournament?
Yeah, I think that's the one good thing about the NCAA tournament. You're not playing against any other Big Ten teams for at least a couple games. And so that's for us, for me at least, that'd be a good thing. Not a good thing, but it's fun, I'd say, because it's like you're playing against somebody new for once. You're not playing against Rutgers or Michigan State or Iowa again. Like, you get to play somebody fresh, somebody that doesn't know you and you don't know them, and you get to learn a whole new team and get to scout them. And I feel like that's fun for me. Playing against a non-conference opponent, I feel like we got a good shot to do what we do.
Hunter, can you reflect on what the last 4 months have been like? You guys went through a lot this season, and how do you feel like that's prepared you now for this moment?
Yeah, no, these last 4 months have definitely been, not, I guess, the way people thought they were going to go from, the start, but, you can just see the growth from where we started to where we are now, the improvement that individuals have made and, as the improvement the team has made as a whole. We're not where we want to be. No, I take that back. Like, we're not, the team that everybody thought we were going to be, at the start of the season. But I feel like, we still have, that talent that everybody saw from the beginning of the season, that raw, natural talent, that really makes us, a dangerous team in the tournament.
When it comes to playing against somebody you're not familiar with, like you were mentioning in Colorado State, how exciting is that for you to now get an opportunity to go scout them and be ready for whatever you can see over the next couple of days, getting ready for them?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really exciting. Like I said earlier, for me, it's fun to scout a new opponent. They can get kind of not boring, but like what I mean, um, the same over and over, like with these Big Ten teams, playing them, 2 times, even 3 times in a season. And so for us to be able to play somebody new, I feel like is a good thing because you don't know them and they don't know you, and so we'll be able to hopefully figure out some things about them that we can use to our advantage.
In the last 20 minutes, have you looked up any of their games at all, or looked up anything on your phone?
No, I've been going from interview to interview, so I haven't had a chance to really look up their roster. I probably will sometime tonight. I mean, I've seen them play a couple of times, in the the West Coast teams. They usually get the later television slots, and so I've definitely seen some things about them, like some short. Like I haven't watched a full game of them, I'd say, but I've definitely watched a few plays from them and just glanced by it on the TV.
The last question for me is just, as I was referencing with being back there in Indianapolis and knowing that this team wants to kind of right some wrongs from the last time you guys were there, what type of things are you interested in kind of correcting that you saw from watching tape from the tournament that you want to make sure is better this time around in Indy?
I think the biggest thing that we could correct is, maintaining a lead. I feel like that's the biggest thing that would help us in this tournament run. But I think at this point, you just got to accept what happened in Indiana and just move on and try to, treat this as a whole new experience and try to, forget what you can and just try to move on. I feel like.
Hunter, speaking of Indy, I mean, you guys, it wasn't just your last game that was there. Obviously, the entire thing, last year and all that. You guys are very familiar. As I know, it's fresh, but has that kind of crossed your mind? Like, you talked about fresh things. This is not that.
Yeah, that was the second thing that came into my head. The first thing was when we got our name called. Obviously I was really happy, and everybody else wasn't. Somebody said, "It's in Indiana," and then I was like, "Oh God, no, not Indiana again." What are the odds that happens? Being in Indiana last year for a whole month, basically, and then having the Big Ten tournament there again. We can't escape that place, man. We can't escape it. Wherever we go, somehow we find ourselves in Indianapolis. But hey, man, I took it as it's better to be in Indianapolis than back home in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
There you go. And then as far as I guess you played Thursday, came back Friday. Has there been any, you guys gotten on the court and just done you had practice at all since the Big Ten tournament? Or?
Yeah, we practiced yesterday.
Okay.
We had the travel day on Friday.
Yep.
Practiced yesterday. We were off today, and get back at it tomorrow.
All right. Thanks.
All right, we have Coach coming in, guys. All right, guys, fire away, please.
Juwan, what are you feeling right now, and what were your thoughts when you saw the name pop up on the screen?
We're super excited for our team that we get an opportunity to play the tournament, and it's great that where we've been seated feels well deserving, and our players have worked extremely hard and have earned this right to be a part of the NCAA tournament.
Juwan, hey, Andrew Kahn here. I know you said you were going to be praying. Did you also follow along with any of the bracket predictions, or, obviously it's nothing you can control. So
No. I only control the controllable. So I didn't follow along with the bracket predictions. I mean, if you start listening to a lot of that, chatter that's happening out there, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to what they feel that what we play and how, where we seated, and if we're going to play, be a part of it or not. everyone's entitled to their opinion, but at the end of the day, I was just waiting to see what the selection committee decided, and now it's out there. We would play at Colorado State, and we're looking at it as we're going to dive into our film, prepare for Colorado State, and looking forward to that matchup.
Juwan, it's been kind of up down the last 10 games or so, win-loss, win-loss, and coming off of the Indiana loss. How do you feel your team? Are you expecting kind of the up and downs to continue, or do you think going into the tournament, you guys can put something together here?
It's a new season now, and this is the postseason. So, we're looking forward to Monday practice, and with Monday, we have a few days to prepare, and we're going to work on some things that we feel that we can improve on to prepare us to face our opponent on Thursday.
Do you think, one follow-up, that for Colorado State or anybody you play in the tournament, do you feel like your team presents some unique challenges? You got a 7-footer inside, you've got a veteran guard and other elements. Do you like what your team can present in this tournament?
I love our team from day one, and I loved our team when there was some challenges that we faced, and the group, learning how to play together, learning a new system, particularly like DJ and Caleb and Musa. Those were 3 guys in our starting lineup that had never played together. Hunter and Eli, they've been this is their second year together, so they're very familiar with one another. So it took time for our team to learn how to win and develop the team chemistry, and also understand what was asked of them. And so with each game, we played non-conference Big Ten season, and also the one game in the Big Ten tournament. I think there's always room for improvement, but we've been battle tested, and we faced some high-level opponents in non-conference, like I touched on earlier, as well as in the Big Ten. So now with the postseason play being the NCAA tournament, this is something that all the players are looking forward to, including the staff, and it's going to be a really good matchup for us on Thursday. So how our team is designed from top to bottom, 1 through 15, I love our chances.
Coach, when it comes to that matchup you were just referencing, and the way in which you guys kind of will, for lack of a better term, match up against them. Obviously, it's been about 30 minutes now since you found out you have Colorado State, but what do you know about them that excites you about this matchup?
I don't know much about them other than I've seen them play briefly when they played against San Diego State, because Brian Dutcher, the head coach at San Diego State, good friend of mine, he recruited me to come to the University of Michigan, so I've always supported San Diego State program. But if you ask me this question tomorrow, then I would know a lot about Colorado State.
Is the plan tonight to just start diving straight into film?
If you ask me this question tomorrow, I'm going to know a lot about Colorado State.
Juwan, last year, obviously you guys knew you were going to be in. This year there was at least a little bit of doubt. How does this team now approach the position that you're in, and how do you feel like sort of the unique path for this year's team maybe have prepared them for this moment?
Our team is prepared for this moment, and we're looking forward to this moment. And this is what they worked extremely hard for. So it's nice to get an opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
Anybody have anything else?
I just got one more, Juwan, about playing in Indianapolis. I know you'd play anywhere, I'm sure, but I guess
play on the playground if we could.
There you go. But I guess, do you find it, I don't know, interesting at all? You've been there so much lately, and it's closer. You could maybe have a little bit of a home court advantage compared to some, Colorado State, for example.
No, all I ask is, we hoping and praying that our Michigan fan base will be able to come to Indy and travel and come out and support the team. We're asking our alumni, we're asking Maze Rage, we're asking, we know our parents, family and friends are going to be there, but it's only, it's only 4 hours away, depending on who's driving.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.